Alex Eala just redefined the game, and Netflix is betting big on her story. Let's be real for a second. You could feel this moment coming. Maybe not this quickly, maybe not at this scale, but if you've truly watched Alex Eala develop, you knew she was never destined to be just another name on the tour. There's something unmistakably different about her, the composure, the intensity, the way she sharpens her focus when pressure peaks. It always hinted at something bigger. Something cinematic. And now that feeling has become reality, as Netflix reportedly steps in with a $10 million deal to share her story with the world. Welcome back to Court Vision Media, where elite tennis stories meet real, unfiltered passion. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing some of the most compelling insights in the game. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell your friends this is the home of tennis exclusives. At just 20 years old, the Filipina standout has reportedly secured a partnership for a 7-episode limited series. This won't be a simple highlight montage or a feel-good recap. It promises a deeper look into her journey, her mindset, her challenges, and the person behind the rising global presence. And if this sounds like just another sports documentary, you haven't been paying close attention. Because this goes far beyond tennis. To understand why Netflix is investing this heavily, you have to rewind to the beginning. Alex Eala didn't come from a traditional tennis powerhouse. She grew up in the Philippines, a country passionate about sports, yes, but not one known for producing elite tennis players. There was no guaranteed pathway, no built-in system waiting to carry her to the top. What she had was raw talent, sharp, electric, undeniable, and a work ethic that refused to let that talent go to waste. From a young age, it was clear she saw the game differently. Her movement, her decision-making, her calm under pressure, it stood out. And eventually, that talent earned her a spot at the prestigious Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain. That's not something handed out easily. You earn it. You prove yourself. And once you're there, you either rise, or you get left behind. Eala rose. At the academy, she was pushed to her limits, physically, mentally, emotionally. It's the kind of environment that strips everything down and forces you to discover who you really are under pressure. And what Alex Eala discovered is simple: she doesn't break. That's exactly the kind of story Netflix wants to tell. This upcoming series promises something more intimate and unfiltered than what fans are used to seeing. We're talking about behind-the-scenes training footage, personal interviews, and moments that reveal not just the athlete, but the human being navigating the pressure of global expectations. Because make no mistake, Eala isn't just playing for herself. She's carrying the hopes of an entire nation. And that's a massive weight. The Philippines has never had a player like her. Every match she plays isn't just a match, it's a national moment. Millions are watching, investing emotionally in every rally, every point, every result. That kind of responsibility can crush people. But somehow, she's handled it with maturity far beyond her years. That emotional depth is exactly what makes this series compelling. Netflix has built its reputation on storytelling that goes beyond the surface, content that shows the raw, unpolished truth. And with Eala, there's no need to manufacture drama. Her journey already has it all: sacrifice, ambition, pressure, identity, and the constant battle to prove you belong at the highest level. At the same time, this deal signals something bigger happening in sports. Women's tennis is experiencing a global surge, not just in competition, but in cultural relevance. The rise of young, dynamic, and relatable players is drawing in new audiences, and Eala fits perfectly into that wave. She's not just an athlete, she's a personality, a symbol, and a story that resonates across borders. Netflix didn't end fan base? It's one of the most passionate in the sport. Filipino supporters don't just watch, they show up. They travel. They stay up late across time zones. They celebrate every win like it's personal, because in many ways, it is. Eala represents something deeper than sport. She represents possibility. She represents breaking barriers. She represents a new narrative. And that narrative translates globally. The themes in her story, hard work, identity, resilience, chasing something bigger than yourself, aren't limited to one country. They connect with people everywhere. That's what makes this series powerful. It's not just about tennis, it's about what it means to pursue greatness when the odds aren't built in your favor. The structure of the series is expected to follow her journey step by step. From her early life in the Philippines, to her transition to Spain, to her rise through the junior ranks, and finally into the demanding world of professional tennis. Each chapter revealing not just victories, but struggles, the setbacks, the doubts, the growth. Because that's where the real story lives. And right now, that story is still unfolding. At just 20 years old, Eala is still climbing. Her game is evolving. Her confidence is growing. And perhaps most importantly, she has shown that rare quality that separates good players from great ones, the ability to rise when it matters most. That's not something you teach. That's something you have. The timing of this deal also reflects a shift in the entertainment world. Streaming platforms are competing harder than ever, and sports storytelling has become a major battleground. Audiences want authenticity. They want access. They want to feel connected to the people they're watching. Eala offers all of that, and more. Her story also carries a deeper layer of representation. A young Filipina athlete becoming the centerpiece of a global streaming project sends a message. It expands the kind of stories that get told. It shows that excellence isn't limited by geography or background. And for countless young athletes watching, it opens a door that may have once felt closed. That matters. As production details continue to emerge, expectations are only growing. The promise of exclusive footage, real conversations, and an unfiltered look into her world has fans eager to see what's coming. And if done right, this series could redefine how tennis stories are told. Because Alex Eala isn't just another athlete with a highlight reel. She's a story in motion. And perhaps the most exciting part? This might just be the beginning. The biggest moments of her career may still be ahead. Which means this series won't just capture history, it could be documenting the rise of something even greater. When it finally drops, it won't just be a show. It'll be an event. 7 episodes. One journey. A story that's still being written. And if everything continues on this path, that $10 million investment might end up looking like a bargain. If you're still here, it's clear this is exactly the kind of story you care about. Take a second to tap the like button. Creating content like this takes effort, and your support helps Court Vision Media continue sharing tennis stories you won't find anywhere else. Let us know in the comments if you'll be watching the Alex Eala Netflix series as soon as it premieres and how you feel about it, because we're already feeling the excitement. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next, as the discussion around this series is only beginning. At Court Vision Media, we look at the game from a different angle, and right now, tennis has never looked better.
Look ahead a bit, to Abu Dhabi. Obviously, I think you're going to play there next. You've been given a wild card. Also given a wild card, was announced, was Janice Chen. You're both players sort of leading in Southeast Asia.